What is up, Minglers? I'm back with part 3 of King's Quest 2. Let's see, I last recorded yesterday and I already can't remember anything I've done. So, looks like I think we finished everything with the pumpkins here.
You've already helped the pumpkin, and the mother wants to spend time with her children. Best to concentrate on your quest.
Alright, so I think we were headed off to get the, well, it's not the water gem, but I get it from the water. I can't remember what it's actually called. So let's head over to the ocean. Okay, well, nothing up here. Actually, hold on. Let me backtrack. I still need to get that thing from the merchant now that I have the pumpkin. Oh boy. On the one hand, it's nice that Kalima is so much bigger than Daventry and has more detail and places you can go, but on the other hand, it just makes going to places take so much longer, which can get annoying. Okay, almost there, guys. We're gonna make it. Okay, here we go. So, let's go ahead.
Would you be interested in this pearl?
Indeed, I would. In return, the shell I present to you. May you be always groomed well.
The merchant grabs the pearl and tosses the shell comb to you. Then he saunters off. History will decide how greatly you were just swindled.
Oh, what a beauty. This will be worth a fortune back home.
What a con man. But, you know, we got what we needed. And we need this in order to accomplish our goals, so it was well worth it. Okay, just want to check before we head out of here. Alright, now gonna head back over to the ocean. Whoop. Holy cow, I just feel like this takes forever. Okay. Yeah, let's just go over here. Whatever. Alright. Now we can come down here. And I think just one more down. Oh, come on. Hey, here we go. You want my comb? I totally made it just for you.
Comb in your hand. Clear recognition shines from the mermaid's delicate features. She hesitates a moment, then cautiously extends her arm, hands open expectantly. You gently place the shell comb in her palm. The mermaid examines it and smiles. She removes an opal necklace from around her neck and hands it to you. After a moment of admiring her once-lost possession, she looks at you with anticipation. You attempt to charade the act of going underwater to the mermaid. She regards you with a look of puzzlement. Just when the whole demonstration becomes too embarrassing to continue, she suddenly dives into the sea and swims right up to you.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
After giving you a rather intense kiss, the mermaid dives under the water again. You wonder where she has disappeared to. Then suddenly, you feel a pulling at your legs.
Ah, she was a siren the whole time.
Onto you, keeping you from resurfacing. You struggle instinctively while trying to hold your breath, but she will not let go. You know you are going to black out soon. Wait a minute, you're still breathing. How can this be? Could it have been the mermaid's kiss? Speaking of which, where has she gone to this time? This is a new experience. The seahorse willingly allows you to climb upon its back. You slide into the little saddle and take up the reins in your hands. You just hope this creature knows where it is taking you. After a time of traveling through ever-deepening water, you arrive at a massive stone archway. Passing through it, you notice it is covered with many different intricate symbols, none of which you recognize. Mer writing, perhaps? As you emerge on the other side of the arch, a grand sight greets your eyes. You have entered an aquatic throne room. As one would expect, such a place has a throne of sorts, but what you see seated in it takes your breath away, if that still applies. It is unmistakably the ruler of the Mer people, the king of this watery world. Known by many names, Neptune is the one by which he is best known to your kind.
Wow, King Neptune. No big deal, guys. No big deal.
You bow before the king. He returns the gesture with a lowering of his own head. You open your mouth to speak, but only a bubble emerges. It begins floating up to the surface. You watch as your air bubble divides in two. Incredibly, each half maintains its semi-spherical shape. You take the half bubbles in your hands and position them respectively near your mouth and ear. A deep, elegant voice instantly booms from them.
You are welcome here, human.
Thank you. I am King Graham of Daventry.
Your courtesy depicts your stature. What is it you seek here?
You explain that you are seeking the 3 gems of nature, and that you believe one of them to be somewhere in this realm. You demonstrate the approximate size and shape of the gem, then mention the Door of Destiny and what you hope to find on the other side.
I do have that which you are seeking, and know of the Door of Destiny. It is very old. Its origin is known to but a few. What I possess was known to the ancients as the Birth Gem. In the realm of the Mer people, it is called the Water Gem, for without water, life cannot begin.
Might I have this gem, Your Majesty?
I shall let you have the gem, but first I must ask you to earn it by way of performing a service for me.
You are about to say anything, but then remember what you heard the last time you said that word to the stone door. Instead, you just nod and allow Neptune to continue.
My trident, the symbol of my power and the strength of my people, has been stolen.
A faint mumbling can be heard through the ear half of your bubble. This event is obviously of concern to those in attendance.
It is believed that one of our allies and neighbors have taken advantage of the Mer people's kindness, and that their own king now has possession of the trident. If you can reclaim it in the name of the Mer people, I will grant you ownership of the Water Gem. Will you do this, King Graham?
The murmuring has stopped. All are awaiting your response.
I would be honored to reclaim your trident, Your Majesty.
My sentries will escort you to the border between our 2 kingdoms. You may continue to use that steed to hasten your journey. It is my best. My sincerest hopes that you do not fall victim to the Sharkies.
As you prepare yourself for this new quest, a sudden pang of apprehension seizes you. Did the king just say Sharkies, as in sharks?
Brilliant deduction there, Graham. Truly, you're the most brilliant mind of our modern times.
Your Majesty, is there anything you can tell me about the Sharkies?
They are large, fierce, and carnivorous.
Anything else?
They are always hungry.
Anything that might be of benefit?
Like something to help you live longer?
I do recall that they have poorer vision than we Mer people do, as they dwell in the darker waters.
So I might have a chance were I to encounter one.
You can always hope.
That was not inspiring.
Why was your trident stolen?
That is a matter of great concern to me. Should the Sharky King determine the trident's nature, he would assuredly bring about the deaths of countless merpeople.
Yikes.
I shall return as soon as I am able, Your Majesty.
Good luck.
Alright, guys.
As you depart the underwater kingdom, you see 2 guards waiting to escort you to the Sharky's realm.
Let's go find this trident.
The sentries swiftly guide you along the bottom of the seabed, descending into much darker, colder water. After keeping pace with them for what seems like an eternity, you notice a forebodingly dark area looming closer and closer. You have arrived at the border of the Sharky's kingdom. This is as far as the sentries will take you. One of the guards salutes you, then they both head back to the safety of their own waters. You're on your own from here, Graham.
What do you mean I'm on my own? I've got Sheldon the Seahorse.
You're in a big hurry to get out of here.
Sheldon's gonna protect me. Unlike you worthless merpeople. Time to find the trident gum. Okay, guys, let's not get eaten by sharks. Okay. Let's see. Can I just go in here like this?
Examining the heavily waterlogged remnants of the vessel, you notice an old antique bottle half buried in the sand. With great difficulty, you lean over in your saddle and manage to scoop it up.
Okay.
You remove the cloth from the bottle.
Nice. So I have a bottle and a cloth. If I recall correctly, the guy in the haystack needed a cloth. Let's see. If you remember, guys, I'm a chronic saver. You always save all the time in these games. Because you never know when you might die. By the way, these are not the Sharkies. See, is there one up here I can show you? That's a Sharky! If you stay too long on the screen, they'll eat ya. Okay. So, really dark waters.
And pick some of the grass, which grows in between the rocks.
And we have this grass here with the little glowing fish. So to try to make a lamp,
you stuff the sugary grass into the empty bottle and push it all the way to the bottom.
I'm essentially going to make a trap here.
You can't.
There we go.
You place the baited bottle on the seabed, close to the luminescent fish. A few of the glowing fish are now swimming around inside the bottle.
Okay, so now I basically MacGyvered my way to a lamp.
You take the bottle.
Did it. Done. Let's go. This should help us in these dark, dark, dark waters. Ah!
This is the main entrance to the Sharky's fortress. Judging by the looks of things, simply entering and grabbing the trident will not be as easy as you'd hoped. You get the feeling you should not dally here for any length of time.
Get out, get out, get out! That's close, guys. I can feel you cheering me on, though. That's what saved me. Wait. Ah! Go back. Ah! Dang it.
Maybe a frontal approach wasn't such a good idea.
Okay, I know that looks like I was an idiot, I know, but I wasn't. It's just that my mouse caught on the recorder box and I got stuck. That's why I couldn't leave the screen. Ah. Okay, is this down far enough? I can't remember. Let's see. Okay, I'm prepared just in case. Okay, nope, we're good. So that's where I wanted to go. I don't know why these sharks don't care about me. Maybe they're too uncivilized to know any better. Okay, so this fish is kind of going in and out of the wall there, so
The western wall is but an illusion. You easily pass through it into a series of caves and tunnels on the other side.
Okay, this is why we needed the lamp, because if we didn't have it, we couldn't see, and the game would not let us go on. As I've played this a lot of times in the past, I already know these things. Okay, let us save here. Okay. Need to get this shell open.
You slide your blade through a small gap in the door and pull with all your might. It is difficult handling your weapon underwater, and you realize that combat will not be an option. So if it ever comes to that, you're in big trouble.
Well, that's great.
As you open the door, ample light floods into the underwater cave, and you are now able to make your way around without the glowing fish.
Okay. Alright, Sheldon. You stay here. You just wait for me. You're gonna be my getaway car, okay? Just stay there.
Oh no, the seahorse has followed you.
Sheldon!
It doesn't give your presence away.
You had one thing to do.
You are safely concealed behind the remnants of a stone archway. This is fortunate, as the king of the Sharkies is also here. Aside from his menacing appearance, he also seems to be in a very bad mood.
Ugh.
I do not understand it. It should work for me. Is it not written that Trident's power can only be wielded by those of goodwill? Well, is it not?
The king's aides nod fervently.
And do I not possess the greatest will in this kingdom? No one can best me in battle. My resolve is unshakable. No amount of bleeding can dissuade me from slaughtering my enemies. Does this not signify that my will is the best there is?
The Sharky King's aides seem all too willing to agree.
Then why does it not work?
Oh no, he's stupid.
Watch carefully as the Sharky King taps 4 shells in order around the arch.
Okay. So to pay very close attention to which ones he pushed in.
It matters not. Tomorrow we invade the Mer-people's territory. For without the Trident's power, that old fool Neptune and his weakling followers will fall before our might. Goodwill. Ha! Mine is superior to all.
As he leaves, the Sharky King motions for his guards to remain.
Alright. Good time to save. Alright, Sheldon, new task. Don't mess it up this time.
Having an idea, you approach your somewhat reluctant steed and slap him hard on the back. Look at him go. The guards are momentarily distracted. Now is your chance.
Okay, we gotta go fast because they're not gonna be distracted for long. Okay, so as
You push on the shell. It moves back slightly into the wall.
that one, that one, that one, and I think this one. Hey! Just take the trident.
You snatch up the trident before the guards return to their posts.
Do not grab anything else, just the trident.
It appears as if the guards are losing interest in the seahorse. You had better get out of here quickly.
Wah! Go, go, go! Whew, okay. Oh,
no.
Sheldon.
The seahorse has followed you all the way back to the secret entrance. The guards are sure to discover you now.
Ah! Okay, got the trident. Let's just save. Let's go. Gee up.
Remount the seahorse. Your seahorse glides onward, flicking its little tail faster than ever. You grip the reins tightly, glancing nervously over your shoulder every so often to check for pursuing sentries. As you make distance, your anxiety melts into relief.
Whew.
It is to be short-lived.
Ugh. The following is a short arcade sequence. Do you wish to play through it? Yeah. I'm only the best at arcade games ever. And this one's really easy, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. So basically, what this is the arrow that flashes means that there's a rock coming up at that point, and if you run into the rock, it slows you down, and if you get slowed down enough, then the sharkies will catch you. So, I don't know if this was done on purpose or not, but in all my times of playing through this, I've noticed if you basically just stick to the left here, that usually nothing will come up that far over. You might have to move over a couple of times like I have already, but otherwise you're usually pretty okay over here. They tend to come up more in the middle and on the right. I don't know if it's like that for everyone who plays the game, it just always seems to be that way for me. Oh crap. Okay, whew. That was close. And they are definitely catching up on me.
Finally, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You quickly make a dash for the exit.
Go, 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 Sheldon, go!
As you emerge, you realize you have only seconds before the guards come out after you. And even if you could outrun them, you're sure the commotion would attract the sentry's attention. Then you'd be in real trouble. Suddenly, you hear a strange voice in your head.
He of noble and goodwill, royal trident thou may wield.
Okay.
You wonder what that did, if anything at all. Oh.
You see, Sharky King, that's not what they meant by goodwill. They wanted you to be a good person and have good intentions. That's why it didn't work for you. And I didn't know this until recently. I'll just show it to you. I didn't know you could do this until I'd watched a gameplay of somebody else doing this game. And I was like, oh, you can do that? Oh! You can change the sharkies into little fish! Isn't that so cute? Actually, I should save, because I don't know which screens there are sharkies on. And I don't want to get caught and have to backtrack a ton. Okay. Almost there, guys. Almost there. We're gonna get the gem, then we can go back on dry land and get the next one. So close! What? Okay, hold up. This one? Maybe? There you go.
Guides you back to Neptune's realm.
I was very confused for a second.
You approach the king. He smiles and graciously accepts his trident from you. Then he calls everyone to attention.
To commemorate the return of my trident, and to honor King Graham's success, I hereby call for a celebration.
The celebration lasts for some time. You eat, drink, and have a merry time with many of the mer people. After a few hours, the festivities wind down, and you finally have a chance to speak with Neptune alone.
The gems of nature represent the 3 stages of life. Water gives birth to life, and thus what I have given you is the first of 3. Second is the growth gem, or air gem, for air sustains life and permits it to grow.
How might I find the growth gem?
I know only that its location is as far above the surface of the land as we are below it. Beyond that, I cannot aid you.
A smirk crosses Neptune's face momentarily.
You might say that air is not exactly my element.
Decide that the beverages consumed were to blame for that one.
And the 3rd gem, Your Majesty?
Third is the Death Gem, the completion of life and the natural order of things. The Door of Destiny understands this now, as did the ancients who imprisoned the soul within. As for that gem's location, I had hoped you would have no business venturing to the castle. Kolima was once ruled from that place, but sadly her people have not seen their lord for quite some time. But if you please, I would prefer not to dwell upon this subject. You have done me a great service this day, and I thank you. Good luck, King Graham, and good speed.
You depart the underwater kingdom and head back towards the surface. What an incredible experience. You are certain you'll never forget the adventure you just had. Additionally, you have acquired one of the gems. As you resurface, you realize that the magic which allowed you to breathe underwater has now subsided.
Oh, I didn't even get to say goodbye to Sheldon. Bye, Sheldon. You were the best scatterbrained seahorse I ever knew. Okay, so, hooray, we have the first gem, and that wasn't too bad. So King Neptune told us a lot more information about the gems and where to find them. So this first one is the Birth Gem, also known as the Water Gem because life begins with water. And the second one is the Growth Gem, or the Air Gem, because we find it in the air. And the last one is the Death Gem. So our next big step in our quest is to get the Growth/Air Gem, and I'm going to say that for the next video because we're about to 30 minutes already. Hope you enjoyed the episode and that you'll stick around to see what happens next, because I think the story just only continues to get better as it goes along. So that's it for me for now. Peace out, guys. I will see you later.